Apple has a habit of hiding its most significant technological revolutions in plain sight. While the entire industry fixates on the next massive iPhone upgrade or the evolution of the Vision Pro, the true battleground for the future of consumer tech has quietly shifted directly into your living room. For over half a decade, the original HomePod Mini has served as the accessible entry point into the Apple ecosystem, but it has undeniably shown its age. It has been hampered by outdated silicon, sluggish response times, and a voice assistant that often feels a step behind the modern standard. But behind closed doors in Cupertino, a fundamental shift is happening. Apple is preparing to completely redefine its smart home strategy, and the highly anticipated HomePod Mini 2 is the tip of the spear. We have spent the last few weeks analyzing supply chain movements, verifying firmware leaks, and connecting the dots on Apple's upcoming hardware roadmap to bring you the definitive breakdown of this upcoming release. Welcome back to TechVibe, where we cut through the noise to bring you the most accurate, premium tech insights. We have a brand new introduction today because the scope of what Apple is building here requires a completely fresh perspective. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, because the details we are about to uncover will permanently change how you view your smart home setup. Let us dive into the reality of the HomePod Mini 2. To understand why the second-generation HomePod Mini is such a crucial release, you first have to understand the massive strategic delay behind it. The original model dropped all the way back in 2020. In the fast-paced world of consumer electronics, a 5-plus-year lifecycle without a hardware update is practically an eternity. So, why did Apple wait so long? The answer does not lie in the physical hardware, but rather in the software. Apple recognized that releasing a new speaker with the same old, frustratingly limited Siri would be a massive strategic failure. The HomePod Mini 2 has been deliberately held back to serve as the ultimate hardware delivery system for Apple Intelligence. Apple's sweeping artificial intelligence overhaul is completely fundamentally transforming how their devices process natural language. The upcoming HomePod Mini 2 is specifically engineered from the ground up to take full advantage of this completely rebuilt Siri. We are talking about a smart speaker that finally understands context, handles multi-step requests flawlessly, and engages in genuine, conversational dialogue without skipping a beat. When this device launches, it is going to coincide with a software ecosystem that makes every other smart speaker on the market feel instantly obsolete. But delivering that kind of lightning-fast, highly intelligent software experience requires a massive leap in processing power, and this is where the hardware story of the HomePod Mini 2 gets incredibly exciting. The original model runs on the S5 processor, a chip initially designed for the Apple Watch Series 5. It simply does not have the neural engine capacity to handle modern AI tasks locally. The leaks strongly indicate that Apple is outfitting the HomePod Mini 2 with a drastically more powerful S-series chip, likely the S10 or its direct successor. This is a monumental upgrade. By integrating a processor with a highly capable, dedicated neural engine, the new HomePod Mini will be able to process a vast majority of your voice commands right there on the device, rather than sending your audio queries up to a cloud server and waiting for a response. For users deeply invested in a premium smart home ecosystem, this localized edge computing provides two massive benefits: unprecedented speed and impenetrable privacy. Your commands to turn off the lights, adjust the thermostat, or set a secure alarm will happen instantaneously, with zero lag. More importantly, your personal voice data and the intimate details of your daily household routines never leave the physical walls of your home. In an era where digital privacy is the ultimate luxury, this on-device processing is a massive selling point that Apple will aggressively lean into. Beyond the brains, we have to look at the acoustics, because at the end of the day, this device still needs to deliver an exceptional auditory experience. While the external footprint of the HomePod Mini 2 is expected to remain incredibly similar to its predecessor, retaining that icon. IC, acoustically transparent mesh sphere, the internal audio architecture is receiving a highly sophisticated tuning. Utilizing the massive computational power of the new S-series chip, Apple is introducing next-generation computational audio algorithms. The speaker will constantly analyze the acoustic properties of your specific room in real time, actively adjusting its equalization and tuning its drivers to deliver an incredibly rich, expansive soundstage that defies its physical size. We expect an upgraded full-range driver and refined passive radiators that produce deeper, more controlled bass and crystal-clear high frequencies. When you pair two of these units together in stereo, the spatial separation and audio fidelity are projected to rival dedicated bookshelf speakers that cost significantly more, delivering a genuinely premium listening experience for Apple Music's lossless and spatial audio tracks. Equally as impressive as the sound is how you will actually interact with the device on a daily basis. The original HomePod Mini introduced the U2 Ultra Wideband chip, which allowed for a neat, albeit sometimes clunky, handoff feature. The HomePod Mini 2 is confirmed to feature Apple's second-generation ultra-wideband technology, the U2 chip. This inclusion is an absolute game-changer for ecosystem fluidity. The U2 chip operates with vastly superior precision, operates over a much wider range, and transfers data significantly faster. Imagine walking into your home while listening to a podcast, taking a FaceTime audio call, or blasting your favorite playlist, and simply pointing your iPhone toward the HomePod Mini 2 from across the room. The audio will seamlessly transfer instantly, accompanied by highly refined, satisfying haptic feedback on your phone. It is this exact type of frictionless, magical ecosystem integration that keeps premium buyers firmly locked into the Apple universe, and the U2 chip makes it flawless. Furthermore, the foundational connectivity of the device is getting the modern overhaul that smart home enthusiasts have been begging for. If you have ever dealt with smart bulbs showing up as unresponsive, or automated routines failing to trigger because of a weak connection, the HomePod Mini 2 is designed to be the ultimate cure. It is expected to upgrade from standard Wi-Fi to the ultra-fast, highly stable Wi-Fi 6E standard, drastically reducing network congestion and latency. Even more critical is its role as a premium Thread border router. Thread is the backbone of the modern smart home, and the HomePod Mini 2 will act as a hyper-reliable anchor for your entire network of smart locks, sensors, and lighting systems. It will weave all of your compatible devices into a self-healing, low-latency mesh network that responds instantly and never drops offline, fully supporting the cross-platform Matter standard. Aesthetically, Apple understands that smart speakers are pieces of interior decor just as much as they are pieces of technology. The design language is perfectly mature, so there is no need for a radical physical redesign. However, they are refreshing the lineup to appeal to modern design sensibilities. Alongside the classic midnight and white options, we are tracking rumors of gorgeous new colorways designed to complement high-end living spaces. Expect to see deep, sophisticated tones, perhaps a rich crimson, a muted sage green, or a refined slate blue that allow the device to blend elegantly into premium furniture rather than looking like a utilitarian tech gadget. Finally, we arrive at the most compelling aspect of this entire release, the price. Despite the integration of a massive neural engine, the U2 chip, upgraded computational audio, and Wi-Fi 6E, Apple is heavily projected to maintain the exact same $99 price point. In an economic climate where the cost of premium tech consistently climbs, keeping the HomePod Mini 2 under $100 is a masterstroke in market dominance. It lowers the barrier to entry, encouraging users to buy multiple units to fill their homes with Apple intelligence. It is an undeniable value proposition that no other competitor can match with this level of privacy and ecosystem integration. The HomePod Mini 2 is not just a speaker, it is the Trojan horse for Apple's AI-driven future, and it is going to completely dominate the market when it arrives. Are you planning to upgrade your current setup, or are you waiting to see what else Apple has up its sleeve for the smart home? Let me know your exact strategy in the comments below, as I am always reading your insights. If you appreciate tech breakdowns that skip the fluff and give you the premium details you actually care about, make sure to like this video and subscribe to TechVibe. This exclusive outro is our way of thanking the true enthusiasts who value deep, analytical tech content and stick with us until the very end. We will continue monitoring the supply chain directly, and you will be the first to know the moment official release dates are locked in. Stay ahead of the curve, keep your vibe high, and I will catch you in the next one.